Yeah, g'day boys. Lukey, skipper. Butterflies, nerves going into the grand final, but confident with the team, mate. We've done the job all year, other than one little glitch, and got full confidence that we can get the job done. It's going to be a dirty day. It's just going to be hard at it all day, bash and crash, and let's hope we can get the chocolates, mate.
Conditions today, Parkdale, you guys, who plays better with the wet?
Listen, their ground was a bit muddy last time, and they gave us a touch up. But I think grand final's always a different day, mate. It's at the end of the day, it's who's going to want it more, and I'm sure our boys are up for the challenge.
Yeah, Bryso, been at the footy club for 3 years, massive day for the footy club. Hopefully we get a good win against Parkdale, get around the boys. Fantastic bunch of fellas to enjoy a premiership with. Let's top off a really great year.
Players to look out for today?
Nate Taylor in the wet through the middle. Luke Summers, he's already got about 6 or 7 premierships, so he knows what to do on the big stage. We've got big raps on Charlie Hunter, get the ball out to him, let him do some damage and get the ball into the forwards, and D-Mac can kick probably 4 or 5.
I'm Andre. It's my first year at the club, so I'm really excited to have a fair crack today with the boys. So I'm really looking forward to playing with these boys. I used to play with them against them in the past, so I'm really looking forward to playing with them. So it should be good. Hopefully we come out with a win.
Archie Grogan, how I'm feeling, bloody excited. First ever grand final of SuperRules, boys, playing with all the elite players of all the divisions. Now you got 4 greats in the Port Colts and Dutchy, Buffer. You got
Archie.
Yeah, Buffer, D-Mac, and then you got Kirky out here, Cannon, D. Parker, Blakey, just play alongside these boys, it's an honour. Learn so much from the boys, love them, and just can't wait for the big bash.
So introduce yourself, mate, tell us how you're doing.
Hello mate, yeah, Brad Waldron, feeling good mate. Yeah, absolutely, ready to go. About you? Yeah, good to go mate. Yeah.
The win today in the wet, how you feeling about that?
Yeah, good mate, yeah, I reckon we'll be right. Ready to go.
Dave McGregor, feeling good today, ready to go. Looking forward to a big win.
So wet weather, we like to see goals, but how you feeling the wet?
Yeah, it'd be nice to snag a few. Probably going to be low scoring, so hopefully we can get on top early. Very important to start well, and we can get a couple of goals up and go on with it from there.
Where you can your goals from today?
I'll be kicking from everywhere. G'day, Adam Fenton, playing football and feeling very confident. Just going to play hard. Early ball get on the ball, full pressure, relentless. Win the 4 points, get the cup, and fuck off and go home. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do.
So missing at the end there, a few beers?
A few beers, love it.
So you and D-Mac are sorting out the line of
Yeah, we've already had a good chat about to put some blocks on, working really hard for each other, and hopefully it's going to pay off. So,
Walshy, feeling pretty nervous, but yeah, ready to rock. So,
players to watch out for today?
what's that, sir?
Players to watch out for?
Lukey Summers and I think Charlie Hunter on the wing. So,
Who's kicking your goals today?
hopefully I'll snag a couple, but just hopefully share between a few of us, Fenno and Jazz Fenton and Doc, I think. Yeah. So.
Who's looking after the back line?
Cara, the rock down there, and I think Dutchy's put himself back there as well. So.
I'm Frosty and I'm feeling pretty well.
Any players to look out for today, strategies?
Not too many strategies. I think just got to keep moving the ball forward and get it to our forwards quick.
Ready? Nice and easy, it's how team plays with.
That's it. Thank you.
Nathan Taylor, feeling good. Had a good year this year in the team, so hopefully we can go one step further and get the premiership and have a good night with the boys. So let's go Willie.
Boys, I reckon you've had a few premierships. How many is that now?
No, I've only won one premiership. This is my 4th granny, so hopefully we get another one today. Two premierships. Sorry, 2 premierships. Two out of 4 today. So hopefully we can make it 3.
Who are the boys here?
It's my little fella Bodie. Hello, Bode. That's Levi.
Who wants to go here?
Ryder.
Ryder. It's alright. What's your name?
Tired.
Good on you, mate.
Big game, so hopefully we can do it for the club.
Yeah, Glenn Kirkwood. Yeah, feeling good. Good. These conditions, I think suit us today. So, yeah, looking forward.
Why is it suiting you?
Oh, look, I think we've got a few good solid bodies around the footy. Our skill level's probably better than theirs or equal to them. So, you. yeah, I'd give us a real good chance, So I'd be disappointed if we don't get the chocolates today.
Steve McNulty, or known as Buffer. Pretty excited about today. Played in a few grand finals, but first one for the old fellas, so happy to get the W and let's have a good drink.
Sean Neeson, ready to go, mate, pumped for the granny, so come on, Willie.
What's the strategy today?
Strategy is just get a fault, mate, we've got to win, so that's the main thing. So hopefully some goals.
They'll be doing their warm-up in about 20 minutes and they'll be ready to kick ass. That's what they'll be doing today. And this bloke's going to get plenty of it.
Charles Hunter, first grand final for Williamstown. It's been a welcoming year. Hopefully get the chocolates today.
Yeah. What's the strategy in the ruck today with the wet?
I think we'll just grind it out early and see what happens, and hopefully this rain will go away. And it doesn't look like it, but if we've got to win dirty, we'll do it.
My name is Guru. I'm giving Luke a rub on his back because he has a lot of stiffness in his back. So we release it all. Help him get through the game.
Yeah, that's what you do, mate.
That's what I do.
Love your work.
Heath Hunter. Heater. So yeah, no, I'm feeling a bit nervous. You just got to try and take it in today, and you're playing with some fucking good players. So, and there's some really good blokes. So hopefully, we'll come home with the W and the trophy, and time to celebrate, isn't it?
Reef, coach of this mob here, over 35s. Conditions have gone against us a bit because we want to run a footy, but now the game is really a 50-50 contest. Who wants it the most? Meterage. That's goal today. As much meterage as possible and take the opportunities when they come. So the more we have it in our forward line, regardless of how ugly it looks, the more opportunities it might be enough, and I hope it is.
Listen up. It's going to turn. The only thing that is not reflected is the scoreboard. You know, in general play, we're doing quite well. You know, most of their kicks are under pressure. You know, if anything, in transition, we look better. We do look better in transition. Really good half. The only thing that has eventuated is the scoreboard.
It'll come.
Absolutely. There's a couple of things in our favour. Listen up, a couple of things in our favour. We're younger, we're quicker, I think we're a bit more mobile, and I look around this group, I think we want it all up there.
Keep it that way for the next half.
So right now, it's up to you guys, get in your groups, right? Work out. Remember I told you about individual goals? You're accomplishing every one of those at the moment. Now, what are the team goals? The backs, the mids, the forwards. Because we've just got to find a way to hit this scoreboard. I guarantee you, if we get the first one or two, it could really open up. Right? But we can't go out there. We come in in the first quarter ready to go. Really ready to go. But when I said to you, remember about 18 minutes of footy? 18 minutes of footy? That's what it's going to take. In your groups, try to be mindful. Then we go back out there, the job's just starting all over again. In groups.
Hello and welcome to Casey Fields in Cranbourne East for the 2019 Victorian Premier SuperRules Grand Final between the Williamstown Seagulls and the Parkdale Vultures. I'm Peter Holton for Tim Harris Video. Great to have your company for the big clash. We can see just straight ahead the Williamstown boys in their huddle getting some few last-minute inspirational words before they run out there. They're the underdogs coming in to this Grand Final against the Parkdale Vultures as we take a look at the Premiership ladder for the 2019 season. After the home and away, it was Parkdale who finished on top with a 9-1 record. Williamstown also had a 9-1 record, but the Vultures with a superior percentage, 240.77 to 172.67. Now, the road to the grand final was like this. In the semi-final, Williamstown a comprehensive victory over Ascot Vale by 83 points. On the other semi-final, Parkdale defeated Marcelin by 99 points. These sides sides have met twice throughout the premiership season, back in round 5 where Williamstown won by 10 points, and in round 10 when Parkdale won by 58 points. So the Willie boys have certainly got a bit of catching up to do if they're to reverse that result from back in round 10 not that long ago. As we can see, the boys just backing there. A few last minute words being said by Stephen McAnulty as he goes to position, making sure everyone's in right, pointing in directions there. Baldy, Sam Bald, and keep an eye out for number 5, Tails. Nathan Taylor, of course, the competition best and fairest. Let's see if he's going to have a big game today. Now, you can just see to the right of screen there, that forward pocket looking pretty ordinary at the moment. That's because even though we had a fine morning to start with, the weather actually turned. We had 3 hours of rain before this game started. And that pocket to the right of screen has been absolutely ruined. The whole ground is boggy and wet. And at the moment, there's still a little bit of light drizzle coming down as we speak. Luckily, though, Tim Harris has sorted out the video camera to be in a good position, that we're out of the rain, and you should be able to get some nice clear vision of this grand final. And we are underway in the 2019 grand final here at Casey Fields in Cranbourne. Going in there was Big Sammy, fed the hand pass out, calling for it was Tails. He couldn't quite get the football. On the deck, fighting hard for it, Hayward of Parkdale. The Williamstown Seagulls move it forward, trying to find Stephen McAnulty. He went in, the umpire's blown the whistle. Oh, a little bit of tension early on. Just checking out each other's jumper to find out the tag on the back to see what fabric it's made out of. And the umpire says you can't do that and awards a free kick. So Mitchell Grant for Parkdale swings it wide, goes over the head there of Chewy. And the ball goes over the boundary line, and it will be a free kick. Let's just watch here. Or is it a ball up? Pardon me, so with no boundary umpires, we are calling for a ball up. We'll reset play here. Big Sammy doing the ruck work, getting pushed over there. There's Lukey Summers, co-captain of this Williamstown side. Gives off the hand pass to a bloke wearing long sleeves. I don't know about that. You got to earn a premiership medal. Got to be in the short sleeves today, I reckon. Charles Hunter knocks it over the boundary line and out of bounds. Not sure about that, Charlie. Long sleeves on a day like today in a grand final. I know it's not suns out, guns out, but still. Umpire will ask for the football back. We'll call for a ball up, 55 metres out from the Williamstown goal. Coming to right of screen, closest to camera. You can see a number of the supporters in the background watching the game in their car. Ball hits the ground, trying to get in there was Gothard for Parkdale. Hurry kick off the ground for the Seagulls. Rakakomo takes it for Parkdale, goes up the line. Got to find one of their players, got bumped off the football. Umpire's blown the whistle and said there'll be a free kick to Robin. No, he's copped it up. And it's going the way of the Seagulls. They'll go short, taking the mark there. There's Waldron. Waldron wants to come inboard. Oh, almost a bit too much on it for Andre Lackas. Lackas goes long, staying very close towards the boundary line, looking for David McGregor. Hands and knees, gets the handball. Pretty good effort. Couldn't quite find Stephen McAnulty, and the ball is over the boundary line and out of bounds. Great crowd in attendance, but due to the wet weather, they're all huddled underneath the canteen area here. You can just see the canteen window open there in the background. No doubt doing a good trade on the hot food today. Going in there is Gothard for Parkdale, laying a tackle. And it will be a ball up in the Williamstown forward line. You can see very ordinary conditions here due to the 3 hours of rain that we've had. Ball knocked over the boundary line and out of bounds. We'll call for a ball in. No score either side yet. Early stages, first quarter. As we said, Parkdale favourites into this game. Williamstown wanted to turn around that bad result they had in round 10. Umpires pulled out a free kick, and it's going the way of the Vultures. And they'll clear it from the back line through Mitchell Grant. Will come broadcast side. Good sport from behind there by Waldron. Now towards the top of the goal square. Oh, Butterfingers there from Adam Fenton. And Fletcher's going to come away with it here for Parkdale. Now across. And it will go out of bounds. And that is where we'll reset for a ball up. Lay having to go chase the football there. No score either side, early stages of this grand final. Big Sammy suck it in wind early. He'll go again. He says, get out of my road. And the umpire's blown the whistle instead of free kick. So the Seagulls coming in board. Chewy went through his hands. Good bump by Stephen McAnulty. Not much muscle on the bones there, but still putting in a good effort. Coming through there. Constant for Parkdale, trying to find the running O'Leary, and the ball has gone over the boundary line, and we'll call for another ball up. 10 metres in from play, 65 metres out from the Williamstown goal. Big Sammy going up against a guy who kind of looks like a tall version of Topole from Fiddler on the Roof. Coming away now for James Lay for Parkdale. Goes up the line, umpire's blown the whistle, and which way is he awarding the free kick? It's going the way of the Seagulls. To Frosty. Another one of those blokes wearing the long sleeve jumper when he should be wearing the sleeveless today. That's surely worth a fine to the social club. Here's the kick up the line, and just dropping it there was Chewy, and the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. We'll call for a ball up. We've got to thank the players, by the way, who did their interviews with Tim Harris and Tim Harris Video before the game, talking about how they felt about this occasion coming up against Parkdale. Waldron now long towards the pocket, and the ball will go over the boundary line and out of bounds. We'll call for a ball up. Drizzle still coming down here at Casey Fields in Cranbourne East. I'd say it's a lovely part of town, but then again, it's Cranbourne East. Big Sammy Muir wins it. Umpire blows the whistle and says a free kick to Robbins of Parkdale. Goes with a chip kick. Finding James Lay of Parkdale, who is still caught in his own back 50. Parkdale yet to have an inside 50 here. So Williamstown's wall holding up very well across their half forward. Now an opportunity here for the Vultures. They might be with George here, who gets on the right and swings it towards the wing. Oop, bobbling that mark. The Vultures now move it wide, finding Lee Fletcher. Fletcher gets the hurry up. Coming back to Charles Hunter. Hunter on the right boot, going towards the half forward. Flying there, Barnesy to try to put the fist in there. They're going to clean it up here, the Vultures. Gothard was juggling it. Now on the right, they go inside 50 for the first time this match. Oh, juggled around. Great tackle laid on there by Cara. Brought his man to ground, says you're going nowhere. And the umpire says, let's take the football back and call for a ball up. No score either side yet in this first term for the 2019 Victorian Premier Super Rules Grand Final. Cara goes in again, puts his head over the footy. Oh, that's easily a throw there. That was one-handed. And it will be a free kick going the way of the Seagulls. If he threw the ball anymore, he would have been Matamo Lutheran. As the kick goes wide towards the half-back flank here for the Seagulls. Trying to put on the speed was Frosty. Couldn't get to the man in time, and Lewis, who kicked it inside 50, came off hands, and will call for a ball up because it went out of bounds. Umpire takes the footy back. We get ready to reset play, and away we go again. Sammy Muir standing his ground, hand pass over the top. The ball once again will go over the boundary line and out of bounds. Once again asked to reset play. No score either side. Tense feeling in this grand final between these two sides. Only percentage separated them on the ladder. As the ball is thrown up in the air. Going through there is Lee Fletcher. Got brought down by Jonathan Frost. And the umpire says Frosty's given away a free kick. It's a bit stiff. Lee Fletcher squares it up. Oh, intercept mark taken by Charles Hunter. And Hunter's away. He opens the play up, goes to the wing, looking for Stephen McAnulty to run onto it. He's got a foot race here with Frank Giacomo. The ball's been smashed forward a good 40 metres. Here's a chance. Hand pass over the top. McAnulty's doing some serious running. Hand pass away. White coming through. Amira. Grant goes towards the boundary line. Umpire's going to say in the back here against Carasalis. And a free kick going the way of Parkdale. Long kick up the line. Whoa, there's a fly through the air. Broad Frosty nearly used as a step ladder. For a kick here by Gothard is high. Almost brings down rain. In fact, it is bringing down rain. Mark taken by Sammy Muir. Big Sammy as well, goes up the line. I think that might be Kirkwood he's found there, who now goes towards centre half forward. Kick off the carpet here by Walsh, goes inside 50, stuck in the mud. Hand pass while under pressure there by David McGregor. And the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds, and we'll call for a ball up. You see the presentation truck in the background. One of those sides will be standing on that truck at the end of the game, lifting the Premiership Cup. Who will it be? As the umpire has the football back, throws it high in the air, and away we go again. Ruck work done there by Chewy. Tete punch through. McAnulty runs over the football. Kicked off the carpet. Good tackle laid in there. I think it might be Lacus who did that. And the umpire says that's a wheel clamp on him. We'll call for a ball up. Matthew Hayes of Parkdale hitting the ground then. Throws it in the air and away we go again. Chewy does the ruck work. Tap back looking for Lacus. Immediately wrapped up. Great kick off the ground. Main took it there for Parkdale, trying to smack it forward. Giacomo going in there again was Lacus. Summers, and the umpire blows the whistle and asks to give the ball to Williamstown for a free kick. Opportunity here from 55 metres out. Coming towards the camera end of the ground, club room's end. Unloads, goes the big barrel. Got some distance on that and it comes off hands. For the first score of the game. Williamstown, 1 behind. Parkdale, no score in the first turn. 2019 Victorian Premier SuperRules Grand Final at Casey Fields. And it's going to be Anthony White who's going to bring the ball back into play. Everyone's pushed back and White is just going to go for a run. He's going to go clubroom side of the ground. Oop, that footy's dropped. Hunter creating the pressure. Big Sammy says, give me a piece of that. Right to kick it inside 50 with a little hack job. McGregor goes in there. Hand pass out by Amira. Ball very slippery out there, electing not to pick it up but to go off the carpet. Aiken goes in there, immediately wrapped up by Lacus. Hand pass. Only be intercepted, trying to kick it off the ground there, Clonan. Hurry kick around the corner. Good mark there by Tails. Nathan Taylor goes towards centre half forward at the feet there of Walshy, who couldn't pick it up. Walshy sitting on his backside. Come on, son, not time for a rest. Hand pass. Now Waldron goes back. The umpire's blown the whistle and set a free kick to the Seagulls. I can see from a distance there's a bit of mud on the face, or that's one impressive monobrow. Sammy Muir has given away a free kick. Going the way of the Vultures in Matthew Hayes. So a 1-point lead as we speak to Williamstown. Lights are on here at Casey Fields due to the very dark overcast conditions and the light drizzle coming down here. Long up the line, mark is claimed. And taken there by Shane Metz of Parkdale. He goes inside 50 and sliding onto the football was Lawrence Knott. Knott kicks towards the hot spot, and the umpire's going to pay this. 25 metres out from goal, almost directly in front. And it was a player from Parkdale who originally started in the ruck that we suggested looked like Topol from Fiddler on the Roof. The big fella, number 71, Ricky Hayward, will be going back for a shot at goal. Slowly creeps in. And the umpire says there's a change for a blood rule here, so you've got to wait. He's skiing towards the scoreboard end of the ground here. VFL ground is in the distance where the KC Demons play. This is Hayward, and he's put it through. So the first goal here for Parkdale, and they hit the front. They're 1 straight 6. Williamstown 1 behind here in the 2019 Victorian Premier Super Rules Grand Final at Casey Fields. As we'll wait for the ball to come back to the middle. You can see the cricket pitch area still rather muddy. Jumpers already soaked wet. And I don't envy the property manager having to clean them at the end of the day. Big Sammy Muir puts it into the path there at Jared Fenton. Couldn't bend over to pick it up. Going in there, I think it's Charles Hunter, who now pumps it inside 50. There's the bounce, trying to juggle the football there, and going back for a second crack at it is Walshy. Did well, he got it across to Chewy. Chewy kicked around the corner towards the hot spot, 25 metres out as a claim, though it bounced off the chest, won't be paid. Fenton is not happy about that, Adam Fenton. And still, Williamstown attempt to have a crack at it. Neeson tried to get a hurry kick in there. Knocked away from him. Jansen punches it along the ground, almost deliberate. And the umpire blows the whistle and asks for a ball up. So about 25 to 30 metres out from Williamstown's goal. Hayward versus Big Sammy Muir. Hayward wins it. Toomey. And the umpire says holding the ball against Blakey, very hot on the whistle. And the free kick will be going the way here of the Vultures. Long kick towards the centre square. Oop, dropping the football then, putting the head down Selwood style was Waldron. But Waldo did well for the Seagulls because his teammate ended up pumping it inside 50 to set up the play towards almost the top of the square. Now it's ricocheted out to the pocket as Jared Fenton comes in to lay the tackle there on the Parkdale footballer. Jared Fenton goes again. Sean Neeson there.
Good tack, boys.
And the umpire asks for the football back, and we'll have the ball up 50 metres out from goal. Throws it up in the air. Muir versus Hayward. Muir wins it down. Muir immediately wrapped up, and the umpire says holding the football. The bloke says, what for? Because you had a football and you didn't get rid of it, that's why. Sean Neeson, he's outside 50. He says, I'm going long. 51 metres out, he lets it ride towards the top of the square, was trying to find Heath Hunter. And the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds, and we'll call for a ball in. Parkdale leading by 5 points. Little mini cheer squad behind the goal there, banging on the bins. They're cheering for Williamstown or Parkdale. They're cheering for Parkdale, call the police. As the ball is thrown back in. Hayward brings it down. And trying to get in there. I think it might be Adam Fenton that was on the deck there. Glenn Kirkwood, Kirky fighting hard. Kirky holding the football close like a loaf of bread. And the umpire says, I know you're hungry, but give it back to me. And I'll call for a ball up. Hayward brought it to ground. Hurry kick there. Sky high and taking the mark. Benjamin Pole for the Parkdale Vultures. Gets the hurry up. Kicks it long. Ball from behind. De Bruin. Juggled football there. He might have been Bryso trying to come through the pack. Now at the back for Cara. Cara does some dancing. Maybe he might bust a move on the dance floor on a Saturday night. Now he goes to Chewy. Chewy says that's where the mark is. And he comes back and he finds Waldo. Waldo with a hand pass, finding Neeson. Neeson on the right boot, going inside 50, juggling. And the umpire says interfered with, and Adam Fenton will have a free kick for Williamstown. Adam Fenton comes inboard. Oh, dropped a sitter there. Bryso, that's a lap for you at least. Sean Neeson kicks it towards the pocket. Bouncing away here from the Parkdale player over the boundary line. One or two Williamstown supporters behind the fence saying, what's all that about? The umpire not paying deliberate and saying, I'm going to call for a ball up. So we're just on the 50-metre arc. Williamstown attacking. They're down by 5 points in this grand final. First term, Big Sammy Muir punched it. Ball hit the ground. Coming in to lay a tackle is Adam Fenton. Close to the fence there for Stephen McAnulty, and the ball's over the boundary line and out of bounds. The ball is thrown high in the air again. Big Sammy Muir nearly copped a fist in the face in that contest. As the siren sounds to indicate it is quarter time here in the 2019 Victorian Premier Super Rules Grand Final. Williamstown one behind, trail Parkdale 1 straight 6.
Get in that hole, or get our mids get in that hole. Yeah. In front. Come on! Listen up, in front. Backs, Dutch.
Yeah, we can't be too cute. We made a couple of good options going in through the centre. Yep. But we spoke about that we've got to go long to that hot spot.
Yep.
Also, we've got to be aware we've got to have generals down there. They're rotating off the bench really quick to try and lose blokes.
Yeah. So that means you all got to take ownership. Yeah.
Yep.
Down the back half.
If someone goes off, call it.
Just a couple of things.
Just call it.
Not doesn't take an easy one like that. It's a gimme. So that means our mids, you have to get back to get in that hole, because if they've got a man, you've got to get in that hole. Yes. Yep. Mids.
Good. We're on top, yeah.
On top.
Support, yeah.
Only one thing, because of the conditions, we probably have to dump the footy a bit deeper.
Yeah.
Turning it over at
Told you.
70-metre marks of centre square. Today we've probably got to get in the hot spot, 20, 30 out from goal, and let us do our
As I
work.
said to Nath, example was Nath, hit the pretty one up, go long to a dangerous contest.
We still want to bring it like that last one to Chewy. We still want to have that kick. We still need to work on
that. Forwards good. Yeah. Separation.
Just get in front, boys.
We're going to have our half forward line going to play a little higher, as long as they don't have that 25 to zone off.
Yeah, but we don't want you at half back.
Not too high.
Yeah,
we're just trying to stop that runner.
Listen up, bring it in. Listen, we had control of that quarter. We just didn't hit the scoreboard. But what was really good is we had forward ascendancy. It was in our forward line all the time. You know what? That's it. We've got them thinking about the game.
Got to get on the board. Got to score.
Listen, 2 things before we go. Keep your feet. And there was a couple of times there, they're going to dive on the ball. Don't you dive on them. Just corral them. They're already on the ground. Don't overcommit. Agree? Let's go. That's how we got to line up.
Another hard 20 minutes.
Let's go.
And the umpire just looking around. Holds the football aloft and the siren sounds. We are underway in the second quarter of the grand final. One out there by Hayward of Parkdale. Here's the hurry kick going forward. Just juggling it there was Metz of Parkdale. Parkdale coming to the right of screen, going furthest away from camera will be Williamstown for this quarter. Waldo shows a clean pair of heels and then kicks it across the ground, trying to open up the play. Lacus goes in there, puts on the left. Trying to get a hand pass in there, Blakey. Trying to also fight for it, Neeson. Laying a big tackle there, Big Sammy Muir. Putting on the boot, Jared Fenton on the left. And, whoa, that was dropped. That was a sit-up. I think that player there heard the footsteps are coming of David McGregor. And now the hurry snap over the shoulder on this occasion by Lacus has got across the face. It's still in the pocket, still alive here for the Seagulls. Kicking it away there, Aiken for Parkdale. They're going to scream for deliberate. And by the look of it, the umpire isn't buying into it and asking for the ball back for a ball up. So a minute gone into this second term. Parkdale lead by 5 points. You're on Tim Harris video. Peter Holden with you on commentary. Ball hit the ground. Tails tries to jump in there, couldn't get it out. Now on the right, a long kick up the ground, just bounced away here from that player. Gothard going up the football, now chasing after it for Williamstown. Is Paul de Bruin. Ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds, and we'll call for a ball up to reset play. Umpire looks for the nominating rucks as we go up again. One out by Big Sammy Muir. Great hand pass out by the Vultures. Aiken wants to get in there for Parkdale, can't get it out. Fighting his way through his tails, hands and knee stuff really. Umpire asks for the football back and we'll call for a ball up. Big Sammy brings it down to ground. Lukey tries to get it out of there. Now the kick up the line for the Seagulls. Was trying to find David McGregor. And the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. Not much running play happening here at the moment. General play staying wide due to these conditions. 3 hours of rain before a game doesn't help, and then drizzle throughout the first term. Makes conditions very difficult. And thus we're probably expecting a low-scoring grand final here as Charles Hunter goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. While he's over there, he might get himself a sleeveless jumper. Can't, mate, the long sleeves, not on. Big Sammy brings it down. Jared Fenton immediately wrapped up, and the umpire asks for the football back. Gives it back to the umpire, we'll reset play. Big Sammy up against the Topole lookalike. Parkdale come away with a football, being thrown down the ground. McGeorge there for Parkdale. Fair old sling, umpire missed it. The Seagulls are happy to get away with that one. The ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds, and once again we'll call for a ball up. Throws it up in the air, bit of pushing and shoving going on here. Sammy with a slight tap. De Bruin wanted to get a hurry kick there. Umpire's blown the whistle and says unfairly dealt with. Free kick to the Seagulls. In fact, it's a free kick to Tails. Nathan Taylor. League BNF. Tails goes up the ground. Awkward bouncing football. Couldn't get to Jared Fenton, but a good hand in there stops Lee Fletcher. Bit of pushing and shoving. Now the Vultures go towards their half forward. It's Anthony White that fell over then. Trying to get a hand pass there, Clonan. Now they get it on to Tails. Nathan Taylor. And that's a shank kick. Over the boundary line and out of bounds on the full. Even the best make mistakes. Chris Sullivan will take the resulting free kick here for Parkdale. Comes back into play, swings around on the right. Oh, a little bit of body work there by David Clonan, stood his ground. Blakey goes in there. He fights hard for the pill. Umpire asks for the football back. That's Blake Toomey. We say Blakey, no relation to that bloke from the TV show On the Buses. As we throw the football up in the air and away we go again. Now by Big Sammy Muir, and the ball go over the boundary line and out of bounds. As we'll reset play one more time, right in a bog heap here in the forward pocket for Parkdale. Big Sammy Muir, one umpire says it's a push out. Big Sam goes, oh, can't, mate, you're kidding me. Free kick going the way of Parkdale. From the half forward flank, they swing around, go towards the top of the goal square. Standing his ground there is Chewy. Big Sammy gets the hand pass away. Now comes across to Tails. His kick, though, intercepted. I'll swing it back in here, the Vultures. Looking for Hayward, who got bumped off of it beautifully by Cara. How's the nudge at the crucial moment? Says, hope you like the trip on the way down. And here's the kick, I think it was by Waldo, trying to get to McAnulty. Now with Neeson. He lost control of it. Neeson will go back after it. Has support there from Adam Fenton. Ball close towards the boundary line. White seeing it over. He's appealing for deliberate. And the umpire has not paid it as deliberate and called for a ball up. Very difficult to get it deliberate here today. Umpire throws the football up in the air. And once again, we're close towards the boundary line here. As coming at it, I think it was McAnulty then, trying to go for Kirkwood. Coming over the top is Bryso, and the umpire will ask for the ball back. Umpire said he's thrown the ball up. A few questions being asked there by Tails. Tails clearly held without the football. And gets the resulting free kick. Comes in board. Nice kick. Finding Sean Neeson, who's found the time to stray outside 50 and come up the ground. Oh, that's a mark and that's a whack. That could be 50 here. Yes, it is. Waldo will get marched up the ground. And he'll be having a shot on goal from inside 50. The bald-headed Bradley Waldron. Actually, I shouldn't be saying bald-headed. I should be using the correct term, follically challenged. The follically challenged Bradley Waldron comes in. Gets going on the right boot. He squeezed it in. He says, get around me, boys, get around me. Come on, hugs for all. And he's very happy with himself, Bradley Waldron. He's put the Seagulls in front. They're 1-1-7. Parkdale 1 straight 6. He's still getting the hugs, Waldron. Keep this up, he'll be signing autographs later on. 8 minutes gone in the second term. Williamstown lead Parkdale by a point in the grand final. Umpire takes the football back and throws it up in the air, and away we go again. Sammy Muir wins it again. Waldron goes in there. Waldo still fighting for it. And the umpire will ask for the football back. Umpire blows the whistle and says it's a free kick. Going the way of Parkdale. Advantage paid. No, got to come back. Otherwise, it was right open if they were allowed to go on with it. This time they come camera side, finding Lee Fletcher. Waving his arms around on the mark there was Lukey Summers. Now they go up the line here, Parkdale. What's the half-forward flank? Going towards the pocket. Oh, what a spoil from behind! The late-minute fist in there by Cara. Says, you are denied! And knocked the ball over the boundary line and out of bounds. Umpire will take the football back and reset play with the ball up 30 metres out from the Parkdale goal. Throws it up in the air. Big Sammy wins it. Missing out on there, Frosty. Trying to get in there is Waldo. Kicked it off the ground, soccer style. And it ended up being a Parkdale mark. I think the Sullivan out of that, who comes in board. Oh, that's one-handed. It's David Robbins with a party trick there for the Vultures. And he's thinking about having a shot from about 45 metres out. A bit ambitious, I'd say, in these conditions. See, you looked at passing it. He's not even sure himself. Robbins lining up for goal. Directly in front. He kicks, it'll be 45 metres out. Flat mongrel punt towards the top of the square and a good mark. Straight down the throat of Andre Lackas. He says, that always had my name on it. Decides to play on quickly. Went one way then the other on the left, looking for Waldo, and why not? But cutting his mustard there was McGregor coming across to try and take it. He lost control of it, but doesn't matter. Free kick to Tails in the end. Nathan Taylor gets up, says, come on, boys, lead to me. Then he kicks long. Outside 50 now. Oh, fly through the air, couldn't be brought in. Sammy Muir, no kicking in danger there as he kicks off the ground. Vultures send it back inside 50. Oh, good mark there. Cara goes again. He says, I'll take on 2 of you. And he does. He gets it to Kirkwood. Kirkwood comes in board. And McAnulty dealt with unfairly. Bronx cheers in the crowd.
Keep going, Luke.
Then McAnulty has a look forward. Sees what options are available. Gets on the right boot, working it wide. Oh, good mark taken there. Lacus has pushed up the ground. Just reminding the player where the mark is. As they kick wide. Oh, that's a push, surely. And McGregor dealt with unfairly as the ball goes over the boundary line out of bounds. McGregor gets up, just kind of pointing at his back, looking at the umpire, says, you know I've got one of those. The umpire disagree. And we'll ball up once again. Smacked it forward there for Parkdale. Coming in there is Lacus. Being dealt with by Gothard. Going in there is Waldo. Where's Waldo? He's there. And then he lays a tackle on Main. As Parkdale still find themselves bogged down. The umpire has blown the whistle for a free kick. And it's going the way of the Vultures here. Now they go up the line. I was trying to find there the 21 in knots. Coming away with it though is Barnesy. The working class man turns it over though. And kicking it back and taking a mark here is not for Parkdale. A few questions being asked here about players being dealt with unfairly. Charles Hunter having a conversation with the umpire. The umpire just pointing towards the fence saying, at half-time, son, go off and get a sleeveless jumper, not a long sleever. Fair dinkum. So Parkdale with a shot on goal here from 45 metres out. That's a fair roost, but it's away to the left-hand side and will tie things up. A little bit of a friendly conversation going on in the goal square there as well. 1-1-7 apiece in the grand final. Tension's boiling over here at Casey Fields, Cranbourne East. Crowd packed in tightly and getting very vocal underneath the limited shelter here. As we wait for the ball to be brought back into play. Carrot goes for a run and he makes him look like a fool. And he kicks beautifully up the middle of the guts, finding Paul de Bruin. Paul decides to swing around on the left. Too much juice in the kick trying to find Heath Hunter. Ball smacked away, going over the boundary line, chasing after it's David Clonan and will call for a ball up. We'll reset play in front of the other shelter available here. Not a terrible lot of shelter here at Casey Fields. Elite facilities out here. That was, well, at least the bill was elite. I'm not sure about the facilities. As Parkdale kick it around the corner, up high. And the mark taken here by Lacus. And passes it inboard, slipping over there, Kirkwood. Gave it across. I think that might be Tails coming back inboard. Now finding Blakey, and the umpire said play on. He was wrapped up. And now he said no, Blakey can have his kick. He comes to De Bruin. De Bruin on the left boots. Swings it inside 50. Oh, there's an early fly. And did he get a nudge, Chewy, on the way through? No, the umpire says it's Parkdale ball. As Janssens gives it off. They work wide. Parkdale find themselves on the half-back flank. Dancing around, they work it wide in front of the Williamstown bench. As the kick is long and a good punch away again. Cara working hard there in defence. As the umpire will take the ball back and ball it up between centre wing and half-forward flank here for Parkdale. 1-1-7 apiece here in the grand final. This is second-term action. Chewy brings it down. Fenton. Oh, I thought maybe the play was legged there. Umpire said no, as Jared Fenton goes again. Intercepted. And pass off. Gothard now moving it inboard for the Vultures. Intercepted. Mark taken back there by Charles Hunter. Charlie Hunter looking around. He's pointing towards the truck side of the ground and then goes the other way, naturally. Then on the left. Looking for, and not attempting to take the mark, but giving a bit of a backhanded whack there, Kirkwood. Sees the ball go over the boundary line and out of bounds. Chasing after the football there. Hands on hips now is Barnesy, the working class man. Umpire takes the football back and throws it up in the air. Hayward versus Big Sammy Muir. Big Sammy with a big fist. Goes forward. Trying to fight Jared Fenton. Kick away by Tails. Nathan Taylor. Wants to work towards the half forward. Was trying to find Heath Hunter. Close towards the boundary line will go out of bounds. And that's a lot of officials wearing pink. Or some Williamstown supporters that are quite flamboyant. As the umpire takes the ball back and throws it up at the half-forward flank here for Williamstown. Gothard for the Vultures. Umpire says trip. And that's going the way of the Vultures. They'll have the ball here at the half-back flank as they get the hurry-up whistle going long up the line, and that's a one-handed grab. That's not bad. Swings it around on the right boot. And, oh, that's a bit of a nudge there, I think, for Maine. The umpire says, yes, that's a free kick going the way of the Seagulls. Paul de Bruin. He just looks around. Says, guys, I'm going to go up the line. And he does on the left. And very close to going, I thought that was out. No, boundary umpire means play on. As Barnesy kept it in play. It is turned over now, and Parkdale will have the resulting free kick. Plays on, long up the line. Work from behind by Blakey. Big Sammy goes in there. Trying to get it out there, Tails. Also there is Lacus, the umpires for the football back. Call for a ball up. Nearing half-time, it's 1-1-7 apiece here in the grand final. All tied up between Williamstown and Parkdale. The 2019 Victorian Premier SuperRules Grand Final. Brought down, Clonan went without it. And it's all wrapped up once again. Holding on to it, Andre Lacus. Throw it up and away we go again. Hayward versus Big Sammy Muir. Sammy put it straight down the throat of Clonan. He swung around, wanted to come inboard, was trying to find Neeson. Falling over Adam Fenton as he got his kick away. Out towards the wing. Interchange bench side of the ground. O'Meara cleans up there for Parkdale. Long up the line in the Hayward direction. Drop there at the back. And Big Sammy gets the hand pass away. No. Holding the ball on the umpire. Geez, they're hot in the whistle today. You get the ball and you get caught straight away, and there goes the whistle. The kick. Inside 50. Hand pass away. Oh, the top hole lookalike. He's dropped this. He's gone surely. No. Umpire said it was out. Play on. Tails goes up the line. Finds the spare man out there. All by himself was Baldy. Must have showered for weeks because no one wanted to go near him. Now he goes up the line. Finds a lead. And that lead is Adam Fenton. Fenton, false start. Gets the hurry up now. Goes towards centre half forward. Floats it in the air. A couple of players jump and go for the punch, including Aiken of Parkdale. Aiken goes again. In goes Lacus. He's on hands and knees fighting for it. And the umpire now blows the whistle and calls for a ball up. Sammy Muir starts to run to the contest. All tied up here at 1-1-7 apiece. Umpire throws the football up. There's the punch. Getting towards the boundary line. Only as Taylor gets it. The siren sounds to indicate half-time here at Casey Fields in Cranbourne East. It's Williamstown, 1-1-7. Parkdale, 1-1-7. Hayward, the goal kicker for Parkdale. Waldron, the goal kicker for Williamstown. We'll be back shortly here on Tim Harris Video.
Yeah, keep our feet at all times. Don't go to ground. Don't go to ground.
We've just got to make sure we keep setting up well. You know, we're setting up pretty well at the moment. Make sure we don't let it, once it gets down there, it's that hard to get out. If we set up well, it'll stay down there the whole time.
We've still got to go to that one that they've got, so we've got to, that's what we've got to do. We've got to make that 2-on-1 and then that 1-on-1 for a little ball. So we've got to make sure we've got to be at that contest. We've got to be at that contest.
play with your legs. Yeah. Numbers in the contest, keep your feet.
Is his mum here? What do you mean, no?
Alright, listen up. Guys, listen up. Boys. Okay, so we're going to line up. Alright, back 6. Done a marvellous job. Right now you can see the game has been played pretty much in this area, general area. So we've got to maximise our opportunities here. Yeah, we're getting enough of the footy. It doesn't matter how we get it, we're getting enough of the footy in here. We've really got to find a way. We've got to find a way to get the scoreboard pressure. Yeah? Couple goals, guys. I can tell you right now, we got the first 2 goals of this quarter. They'll start with, I look at their bench. Maybe a coach even yells at me and argues with you. You know? That's
Don't worry about us, boys.
You can be as aggressive as you like. I'm not be aggressive going for the footy. Yeah? So we need, back 6 are doing a great job. Mids, wonderful. We're winning most of those contests. But you know what? We need to hit the scoreboard. Mitch, Nate, when you're resting there, we need to hit the scoreboard. I can't stress this enough. Alright? Because what we do not want, I don't want an arm wrestle in the last quarter. I want us to put the doubt in their minds. You can see it. You must be able to feel it out there. We can see it. So really important that you go out there, first contest, yardage, meterage, get the ball forward, whatever it takes, and let's score more. Quickly. We're going to put Buffar in the square. Right? So we're going to get Fenno and Buffar. They've both got speed. We want it in there as quickly as you can. Get it in there. Let them show us their party tricks. Yeah? Get it. Quickly into Buffer and Fenno. Leg speed. Let's hit the scoreboard. Come on, guys. Come on.
And we're not too far away from starting the third quarter. And you can just see in the background there, actually should I say to the front of camera, Paul Arthur, the chief, a coach of Williamstown, giving a few last minute instructions. I think just pointing out to the boys, after we win this grand final, which pub are we going to first? Very important decisions to figure out there. Good work, Chief. Umpire blows the whistle, throws the ball up. We're underway for the third quarter. Big Sammy Muir went up uncontested, but coming away there is David Robbins. He got it across to Anthony Lewis, who goes long inside 50. Intercept there, taken by Bryso. Oh, stolen. Absolutely stolen there by the Vultures. They'll swing it around towards centre half forward. And mark taken here, I think, by McGeorge of Parkdale. George has the footy. He's outside 50. Elects to go for a spearing pass. Denied. I think it was Leaky Summers back there. And he'll go in the direction of Jared Fenton. Fenton on the right boot. Long bouncing football and over the... No, not quite over the boundary line. Charles Hunter tried to go for a bump and put his opponent onto the direction of the ball by the look of it. Giacomo turns the ball over from the Vultures. Williamstown will send it back towards their half-forward flank, looking for big Sammy Muir. Sammy kicks it off the ground. Sammy goes to ground. Sammy fighting hard for the football like a rover. Sammy still going. Sammy won't give up. And the umpire says it's all locked in there. We'll call for a ball up. You can hear the crowd getting behind big Sammy Muir. Throws the ball up in the air. Away we go again. Punch there by Gothard. That's kept in by the Seagulls. Leaky Summers looking for Waldo on the right, off the side of the boot. Was trying to find Adam Fenton. And Parkdale will come out of defence with this kick in towards the centre square. Foot race is on. Awkward kick looking for Lewis. Waldo going with him. Waldo still going. Lewis holds his ground. Got thrown to ground, and why not with that disgraceful bun. Hand pass. Trying to keep it alive there, Tails. Did well. Seagulls now go inside 50 towards the hot spot, 20 metres out from goal. And attacking the Parkdale player, and he'll come away with it. He'll go very close towards the boundary line. In fact, we'll go over and out now, right in front of our camera position, and our cameraman with safety out of the elements. Tim Harris video with this grand final, the 2019 Victorian Premier Super Rules between Williamstown and Parkdale. Umpire with the football back at 45 metres out from goal for Williamstown, going to the right of screen. Or is it up in the air? Ruck change here. Chewy going up in the ruck. Going in there is Jared Fenton. Puts it on the boot. Looking for Adam Fenton. It's the Fenton connection. Adam Fenton got the hand pass away, but really to no one as Constant moved it for Parkdale. Trying to put in the direction of Lay. Going in there to chase it up, Adam Fenton. And still working forward. Coming away there is Lee Fletcher for Parkdale. Goes up the line, close to the boundary line. Aiken goes almost crashing into the fence, and the umpire will ask for the football back on centre wing, out of sight of the ground. Entertaining contest. Sides are locked up at 1-1-7 apiece. Not one side giving an inch. The wins and loss record this year, they were both tied at 9-1. It was only percentage that saw Parkdale take top of the table at the end of the home and away season. Now coming through here is Shane Metz. And Metz goes looking for rain, straight through the hands there of his teammate in McGeorge. Umpire's pulled out a free kick and says this is going to the Seagulls. Now they come in board looking for Lukey Summers. Lukey Summers, one of the co-captains of the Williamstown side, elects to go for the switch. Looking for Waldo. Where's Waldo? He's there! In the centre of the ground. His kick, almost intercepted. Coming through there. Semi-balled. Umpire says no. Ball's going Parkdale's way. Benjamin Paul finds Parkdale players out in the wing, including Anthony Lewis there, the bloke with the bun, who had no one on him, and to be honest, who wants to go anywhere near a bloke with a bun? And the umpire blows the whistle and says, holding the football, Williamstown free kick. They have the football here at the half-back flank, and very close towards the boundary line, intercepted here by Chris Sullivan. Sullivan, in front of the Williamstown bench, comes in board. Sloppy kick, almost intercepted by Kirkwood, who tried to kick it off the ground in mid-air. Shane Metz intercepted. Moved it forward. Parkdale find themselves all kinds of trouble back to Metz, who originally had it. Then he got dumped for his troubles. And an intercept mark. So the Seagulls with the ball. Left boot going up the line and taking the mark here. Big strong grab by Glenn Kirkwood. Kirky with the footy. Looking further afield. Screaming for it up the line was Chewy. Through his hands. Avoiding the tackle there, Grant for Parkdale. Now across to Fletcher. Lost control of it. Now O'Meara, and an easy mark here in defence. I think that's Big Cara who swings it around in Kirky's direction. And Kirky's going, are you kidding me? A shepherding 5 metres off the ball ruling. Not happy about it at all. Lewis kicks it long. Punched close towards the boundary line. Lacus has got a spin around in a circle, drew the player, but got the hand pass out, looking for Frosty. Frosty went to ground though. And the umpire will ask for the football back and call for a ball up. We're in Parkdale's forward 50. They're going furthest from screen. Bit of volleyball spike going on there as Kirky punches it towards the boundary line and out of bounds. Once again, we'll call for a ball up. We just cannot separate these two sides here at the moment. 1-1-7 apiece in this grand final. As Parkdale look for a quick snap on goal here. And it's away to the right and out of bounds. It's on the full, so free kick going the way of the Seagulls. They'll bring it back into play, looking for Big Sam Muir. Big Sammy with the football, pulls up the shorts and then gets going on the right boot, very close towards the boundary line. They're screaming for out of bounds on the full. They're asking if the punch was in there. The umpire says it was touched, and he will call for a ball up. Umpire looks around, throws the ball up in the air, and away we go again. Semi-Muir versus Gothard there for Parkdale. Fighting for it, Shane Metz of Parkdale. Once again over the boundary line. And we'll call for the football back. As the umpire throws the ball up in the air. On the ground, finally had his jumper ripped over his head there for a moment. Things got a bit testy near the boundary line. Change of players, you can see coming on the ground there is Blake Toomey. Umpire throws the football up in the air and away we go again. Big Sammy Muir wins it down. Getting the hand pass away was Lewis, but went into heavy traffic. Ball slung out. Good shepherding work there by Clonan as the ball goes long up the line and about 40 metres. Oh, great pressure by McGregor. Flips over his opponent. And gets the pats on the back for it. Well done there, David McGregor. Gets a bit of screen time as well. That's a fine for the Social Club. Umpire throws the football up in the air and away we go again. Change of ruck here. As you can see that Baldy's been moved into the ruck. As umpire blows the whistle and says, I'll take the football back, please. And we'll reset play. Right on the edge of the centre square. Half forward for Williamstown. The ball back the umpire there, Lukey Summers. Absolutely caked in mud. As coming away with it here was Amira to Hayward. Hayward drew the player, went with a hand pass. Oh, and all kinds of trouble. Umpire allows the play on. Waldo up against the boundary line, tries to do some one-handed magic. The ball has gone over the boundary line and out of bounds. As reset play on the centre wing here. Ball's thrown up and away we go again. Big Sammy Muir kicks it on the ground, kicked it into the pants of Anthony Lewis. Yes, he did deserve a kick in the pants for that bun that he's wearing. Thrown off the pack was Barnes, he was trying to get in there. And the umpire says we'll take the football back. Sean Neeson gets up off the ground. Go up once again. Big Sammy Muir wins it down, puts it to Neeson, who put it straight into Barnsley's head there. I think that was a falcon for Barnsley. The ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. You're not meant to shepherd your own teammates there with your head. Or smother your own teammates with your head, I should say there. 1-1-7 apiece between Williamstown and Parkdale here in the third quarter. All tied up in this grand final. Umpire blows the whistle. And we'll ask for the football back. Still on centre wing. Looking for someone to break open the play. Hayward. Put it down. Oh, given a little one on the way through there by Frosty. Lewis kicked it towards the half-forward flank. Kicking around the corner there was Metz. Gone sky high with a kick. Attempted sprawl there, missed by De Bruin. But excellent work by Frosty. And the ball is over the boundary line and out of bounds. We pan across to the Williamstown interchange bench. The chief is there barking instructions. Teammates looking on, wanting to get in there and get their piece of the action. On the ground is Corey Stevens of Parkdale. Umpire asks for the football back and we'll reset play. Throws the football up in the air and away we go again. And once again, all wrapped up. Hayward, the Topol lookalike, gives it back to the umpire. Throws the football up in the air and away we go again. Players going down like 9 pins here. Hayes a hurry kick away. Trying to find Neeson. Walled around the football. Quick hand pass out here by the Vultures, trying to find Lee Fletcher. Goes to the forward pocket. Is that a diving mark? I think it is. As we speak, Paul de Bruin is feeling a bit worse for wear behind play. Let's hope he's okay. Gets up, takes in a few deep breaths, and says, I'm going to need a Barocca after the game. Or at least a slab of Crownies. Matthew Hayes having a shot on goal here for Parkdale. Scores are all tied up at the moment, so any score puts Parkdale in front. Hayes on the left. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was pinpoint perfect. And Matthew Hayes, with his first goal of the grand final, puts Parkdale now 1 goal up. 2-1-13 to 1-1-7. Parkdale leading Williamstown. And the third quarter of the 2019 Victorian Premier Super Rules Grand Final. 13 minutes gone in this third term. As the umpire takes the football back in the centre of the ground. The Chief might have to make some changes here if this keeps up. Williamstown now find themselves a goal down in the grand final in a low-scoring affair. That's clearly in the back. And tell you what, he's looking at the bloke saying, hey, don't you treat me like that again. I think it was Licky Summers, because I can see mud all over the back. And he says, I'll see you afterwards, sunshine. And he goes for the pass, working wide. Finds Chewy. Achuka gets the hurry up from the umpire. Chewy swings around on the boot. Going long. Was trying to find Heath Hunter. Got out the back door. Parkdale are going to clean it up here. Fred Giacomo. Intercepted. It's Chewy back there again. Looked inboard, thought the better of it, says, nah, I'm going to go basics. I'm going to go up the line here. And why not when you're trying to find Baldy? Came off his hands. Amira came through for Parkdale. Oh, a bit of acting going on there. A bit of acting, if you don't mind. And you can see Paul de Bruin's not happy about that, saying, yeah, give the bloke an Oscar, but don't give him the football. Corey Stevens with the, oh! Fair dinkum. Gothard comes in board with a kick. Seagulls will send it off their half-back line. Out towards the wing, it dribbles forward. Here comes trouble, Heath Hunter. Wants to clean up a few blokes. Parkdale trying to hold up along their half-back. Robbins finds himself in pressure. Hand pass to Main, who gets on the right. Who comes in board. Whoops, over the head there. McAnulty gets it. Oh, quick hands by Sean Neeson. Silky skills. This allows him to set up the go inside 50. Chasing after it here is Heath Hunter. Hunter chasing after his man. They scream for deliberate. They scream for it. And the umpire still refuses to pay deliberate. Doesn't know the definition of the rule, I bet. Kids screaming for Parkdale in the background. Surely their bedtime. Send them off. The umpire throws the ball up in the air and away we go again. One down here by Fenton. Adam Fenton gets the football back. Courtesy of Jared Fenton. Jared Fenton goes in there with McAnulty for support. Umpire asks for the football back and will call for a ball up right in front of a very healthy crowd here. It's healthy in numbers, not in gut size, at Casey Fields, Cranbourne East. There's the football high in the air and away we go again. Good crunching tackle laid on by Kirkwood. Umpire says, I'll have the football back, please. Throws the ball up in the air and away we go again. It just bubbles around. Trying to get on hands and knees there. Trying to get the football out was Baldy. Umpire says no, let's reset play again. A lot of mud there in that forward pocket. Hard to keep the feet. Ball brought to ground. Oh, I thought dealt with unfairly. McAnulty, umpire not buying into it. And the ball once again goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. as the umpire will take the football back and reset play one more time. Up in the air, ruckwork went out there by Gothard for Parkdale. The kick very close to going out of bounds on the full. Did it, or is it a ball up? Let's just watch here. No, it must have bounced beforehand because there is going to be a ball up. So between centre wing and half forward flank here for the Seagulls. They're attacking right of screen. Flying through the end there was Chewy. And the umpire again blows the whistle, calls for another ball up. That, or he felt a bit insecure and just needed to give himself a hug. Throws the football up and away we go again. Chewy flies through the air and finds the boundary line. Once again, we'll restart play. It's on the chief, I reckon, the coach, to try and find a way to move the pieces around the board to find a way to break this game open. Williamstown find themselves down by a goal in a low-scoring affair here in this grand final. All the pressure on them as the umpire takes the football back. We throw it up in the air and away we go again. Punch forward by Gothard. The Seagulls now go forward. McAnulty takes the mark, reads it best. Looks at the player and says, get away from me, give me space. You're invading my personal space. Looking for Waldo. Lewis got the hand in there. Then the hurried soccer off the ground, and the foot race is on. 2-on-1, the numbers are here with Williamstown. Oh, Waldo got a little nudge at the crucial moment. Waldo goes in there, hailing a cab. There is Andre Lackas. Still trying to get in there. It was Clonan, and the ball squeezes out and goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. Once again, we'll restart play, this time on the broadcast side of the ground between centre wing and half forward flank for Williamstown. They're one goal down in the grand final. Up they go. Chewy wins the ruck. Head over it there and taken high. Lukey Summers, the co-captain. Been burying hard all day. Lukey Summers gets on the right boots. Cutting it off there was Lewis. Hurry kick. Main gave it off to Fragiacomo. Close towards the boundary line, and it will go over and out now. A little shove on the way out. Oh, and the umpire's just elected to pull out a free kick here. And to Shane Metz. Metz for Parkdale. Forward of centre wing. Unloads the barrel, going inside 50, and oh, dropped it there, Kirky. Should have swallowed that. And trying to lay the tackle is Chewy. Hurry kick out by Parkdale, intercepted. The Seagulls will switch. Well, they were going in, then they put a hook on it, and they came back towards the broadcast side. Lukey Summers kicks it. Now the switch is on. Stephen McAnulty chasing after it. Will go the soccer instead of the pickup. No, elects to go the pickup and turns his man inside out. And then does well to try and put it in the direction of Sean Neeson. Neeson gets the kick off the ground. Are they going to say in danger? They are. And he's not happy about that at all, Sean Neeson, going fair dick, and where's the consistency? Free kick with Fragiacomo. And the siren sounds to indicate three-quarter time in the 2019 Victorian Premier SuperRules Grand Final. And it's Parkdale leading Williamstown by a goal. 2-1-13 to 1-1-7. It's all on the line. 20 minutes to a premiership. The final quarter of the 2019 Victorian Premier SuperRules Grand Final is underway. Big Sammy Muir wins it for Williamstown. It's Parkdale that lead by a goal. Williamstown with all the work to do. They're going towards the scoreboard end. And a diving mark on that occasion taken by Adam Fenton. Fenton gets on the right boot, swings it around towards the forward pocket. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on there. Umpire not electing to blow the whistle. Grant jumps in there for Parkdale. Lewis with a hand pass over the top. Gone. Good tackle from behind. Fletcher gives away the hand pass. Parkdale go broadcast side of the ground. Trying to put the hands up there is Frosty. Big dump tackle laid on. And the umpire's blown the whistle. It says, I'll take the football back, no opportunity, as Paul de Bruin was all wrapped up. Throws the football high in the air. Away we go again. Big Sammy Muir with the clever tap over the back. End up getting to Tails. Nathan Taylor goes inside 50 with the kick. Parkdale player dropped it. Oh, that's a one-handed throw. Oh, they missed that. And here's the kick. Up the line towards the centre square. Lacus takes it. Lacus now on the left, coming in towards the centre of the ground, sliding on his backside with Sean Neeson, just to get a bit of mud on the jumper to say, look, I've got mud on the jumper too. Sean Neeson now on the right boot, going towards the Big Sammy Muir direction. Big Sammy's juggling, couldn't quite pull it in, but it doesn't matter. Lukey Summers comes away with it. He goes inside 50 with the kick. Fighting hard for it, Stephen McAnulty couldn't quite keep his feet there. They're all screaming ball, and the umpire says no. We'll take the football back. Inside 50 here for Williamstown. They're down by a goal in the grand final. Early stages, final quarter. The top bowl lookalike wins it for Parkdale. Umpire's pulled out a free kick. And it's going the way of the Seagulls. And cleaning the footy on his jumper. Going back to have a crack at goal. Co-captain Lukey Summers. Takes the big deep breaths. Can he tie it up here? Lukey Summers comes in. Lets it ride. Lets it ride! Come on, Willie. Lukey Summers has tied it up in the grand final. 2-1-13 Williamstown. Parkdale 2-1-13. Game on! Wow. All locked up with 17 minutes to play. Lukey Summers, the co-captain, says, no pressure here, boys. No pressure. This is my bread and butter. Now the fight is on for the premiership. All locked up here at Casey Fields in the final quarter. Hand pass by Toomey out of the pack. Trying to find Waldo. Nearly had his head ripped off. Nathan Taylor want to come away with it, and they've given it away and said it's a free kick to Parkdale. They've won the raffle. Looking for Lee Fletcher. Umpire says shepherding in the contest, 5 metres off the ball. Couple of free kicks going Parkdale's way early. Lewis, dancing. Oh, Lukey Summers says, I gotcha. And then has a friendly conversation with the footballer in front of him, and Lewis says, I gotcha. And now he kicks it towards centre half back. Finds Andre Lacus. Lacus now kicks up the line. Parkdale, though, will send it back from whence it came. Oh, Lukey Summers again. Not much height, but he's growing in stature. Gets it across to Cara. Cara comes in board, finding Sean Neeson. They're lifting the Williamstown. They're lifting the Seagulls. Taking the mark here is Adam Fenton. Adam Fenton. Wow, that was a bit ordinary. With a pass, doesn't matter. One-step kick here by Chewy. Went towards the top of the goal square, let him down. Oh, the build-up was great. The execution in the forward line, perhaps not so much. So, Parkdale will come off the last line of defence. Work it wide towards the scoreboard side. Mark taken right in front of the scoreboard, which says 15.5 minutes left in this grand final. And it's all square. Both sides were locked on 9-1 in the win-loss ratio at the end of the home and away season. Only percentage separated them. O'Meara going up the line, trying to juggle it is Metz, lost control of it. Sean Neeson kicked around the corner. Now the one-step kick and up the line, knocked away there from Aiken. Going hard for it is the working class man. It's Nathan Barnes. Barnesy did well. The kick around the corner. It'll be intercepted by De Bruin, who tiptoes his way through the mud. He was performing Swan Lake, but unfortunately he's copped it up to Lee Fletcher. Fletcher, backing back. Oh, he shot himself. Tails, he's dropped it. And now the chance for Parkdale. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, he's choked. He's choked. McGeorge was 25 metres out, directly in front. Took it a little too casually, and he's missed. Parkdale have the lead, but that should have been a goal. How will that affect the Vultures' morale? How will that play into mind games? No pressure whatsoever by Tony McGeorge at Parkdale, and he's missed it from directly in front. 1 point lead at the moment to the Vultures as Williamstown try to come out of defence. And pass by Kirkwood. Now the hurry kick away. Towards the half-back flank. Gut shown by Lacus. Going in there is Frosty through his legs. Lukey Summers. He goes for safety and he finds the boundary line. So now we'll call for a ball up on centre wing. 1 point lead to Parkdale in the grand final. What a match. The ball is thrown up. Taken straight out of the contest by Hayes. Dropped it, then went with the hand pass. Here comes Waldo. Try and get rid of it while under pressure. Frosty over around the football. Waldo goes again. Gets the hand pass, finds Lacus, who had to shrug off a tackle. Got the hand pass away to Lukey Summers, really lifting this quarter. Big Sam Muir gets the hand pass away to Tails, then wants to go back to Big Sam Muir. Oh, felt that on the Richter scale. Big Sammy Muir hit the ground as the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. I think that was at least a 4.5 on the Richter scale. Commentary position still shaking after that. Umpire throws the football up and away we go again. Big Sam Muir goes with a big fist. A kick around the corner. Trying to jump in there and fight for it is Kirkwood. Kirky appealing for a cab. The umpire says take an Uber next time. Lukey Summers last to get up there. Umpire will take the football back. Big Sam Muir goes with the fist. But Parkdale will come away with it. Towards their half-back flank, was trying to find Hayward. Running away with the ball is Carra. He's got space, he's got time. Carra comes in, board. Oh, brilliant lead, brilliant hit up. Sean Neeson goes towards centre half forward. 2 bites of the cherry. Play on, says the umpire for Tails. Had to get it quickly to Lukey Summers. Lukey Summers has kicked it inside 50. A dribbling ball. Oh, fair shove off the football. And that's easily a free kick. And they get a play on quickly. Chewy goes towards the forward pocket, right across the face. Charlie Hunter chasing after the ball. And it goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. Parkdale 2-2-14, Williamstown 2-1-13 here in the Victorian Premier Super Rules Grand Final of 2019 at Casey Fields in Crampton East. You're on Tim Harris video. Peter Holden with you on commentary. One out down by Gothard. Kick around the corner. Oh, juggling it is Sean Neeson. Screaming for it is Lacus. That, or he knows he's on camera and he just wants attention. I think it's the latter. Now they go inside 50 with the kick. Jared Fenton jumped through the air, couldn't get there. Umpire blows the whistle and says, no opportunity, we'll call for a ball up. We're inside 50 here for Williamstown. They're down by a point in the grand final. Jumping up there was Gothard for Parkdale. Ball hit the deck. And umpire blows the whistle and calls for a ball up. I think Blake Toomey's there on the ground. Blakey gets up. Says, I'm good. Get going again. Change of rucks doing the ruck work here for Williamstown is Adam Fenton. Ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. Feeling the ear. Maybe got an ear massage on that occasion. Under 11 minutes remaining in the grand final. Parkdale lead by a point. Who's going to take home the 2019 Premiership? Ball gets knocked around. Trying to jump in there. Tails. And the umpire will ask for the football back. Throws the football high in the air and away we go again. Adam Fenton trying to do the ruck work. Summers is lurking around the pack. Waiting off the side of it is Frosty. And again we'll restart play. 48 metres out from Williamstown's goal. 10 minutes on the clock. Parkdale, are they going to hold on? They only lead by a point. Hurried hand pass out. Sliding on his knees, David McGregor. Umpire asks for the football back. And we'll call for a ball up. The Topo look-alike and Hayward's in the ruck again for Parkdale. Up against Big Sammy. Hayward wins it. Coming through there is Neeson, who kicks it up the line. It's going to be intercepted. They couldn't quite get it to McNulty. Now Parkdale, move it wide. Oh, coughed it up. And I think, is that Neeson out there's taking the mark? Just looking from our furthest position from our commentary box. We'll go long towards the top of the goal square. Oh, it's come off hands! Oh, it's a goal! It's a goal to Williamstown! Get around him! Is that Charlie Hunter that kicked it? Well, it is Charlie Hunter. The long sleeves have done something today. Charlie Hunter puts Williamstown 5 points up in the grand final. 3-1-19 to 2-2-14. See, a bloke with long sleeves has done something. Charlie Hunter with a goal in the grand final to put his side up. Umpire will take the football back. Now it's on Williamstown to try and hold the 5-point lead. Look at the tension on the faces on the coaching bench. That, or it's a lot of blokes standing around waiting for their Uber Eats delivery. We have got 8 minutes to play. Williamstown lead by 5 points rather. 19-14 as Big Sammy Muir won the contest. Umpire says a trip in the contest or an in danger. Going the way of Fletcher for Parkdale. Fletcher goes long and it's high with a kick towards the half-forward flank position. Spoiled from behind by Clonan. And pass out while under pressure by Lay. Now coming through there, the 73 and O'Leary. Coming through there was Cara. The ball is over the boundary line and out of bounds. Chris Carasalas had a solid game with the back line today. Solid build overall. Umpire will take the football back and throw it high in the air. Big Sammy loses on this occasion. Lacus comes through. Goes to ground, nearly had his shorts pulled down. Clonan just put on the boot and went for distance. Trying to juggle it there, Jared Fenton. At the top of the ball is Main for the Vultures. Coming through there is Tails, and Nathan Taylor not happy about it. He says, "Don't you know who I am?" He is, of course, the league best and fairest. Goes up the line, juggling it is Metz.
Come back.
Gets on the right boot. Trying to jump there, but a bit too short was Lacus. Metz will take it now here for Parkdale. Ignored Hayward, go for the longer distance. Good sprawl from behind on that occasion by Barnsley, the working class man. Kicks it off the ground, Neeson, still with more soccer skills, goes off the ground again. Only to be intercepted. Paul sends it back here. Cara trying to get front posse, got knocked away from him. Coming through here is Lee Fletcher. Works the hand pass sideways. Parkdale find themselves under pressure in their own forward 50. And the kicks come away here for Williamstown. Finding Adam Fenton. Fenton's got one to beat, dropped it, then kicked it off the ground. Goes up the line, very close towards the boundary line. Bump laid on there by McAnulty. And it's play on according to the umpire. Charlie Hunter now goes on the left boot. Comes in board with a kick. It's a bit of a worm burner, but it's okay to Taylor. Taylor on the right boot. Williamstown attacking, going towards the goal square. And if point would be good because that puts it in a one-goal margin. But Parkdale, at the last line of defence, keep it alive through Lay. Because one straight kick for Parkdale at this stage will win it for them. Williamstown trying to hold on to their 5-point lead in the grand final. Lacus goes up the line. Got to find his teammate there. Spoil from behind. Charlie Hunter wants to go again. Charles Hunter. I always said the long sleeves were great. Don't change. And the umpire asks for the football back. Umpire pulls up his socks. Takes the football back. Balls it up. Half forward flank. Big Sam Muir knocks it down. Harry kick around the corner by Waldo. Intercepted. Oh, no, drop by Anthony White. Umpire comes in and calls for a ball up. What a tense grand final this has been. Williamstown lead by 5 points. The clock is ticking. The time is their friend. Big Sammy try to knock it around. Lukey Summers goes to ground. Umpire blows the whistle and throw it back. A little bit of fighting going on the ground as well. That or they're just sharing a quiet moment together. Who knows? I'm not one to judge. Umpire throws the football up and away we go again. Big Sammy Muir knocks the ball over his head. Going through there is Kirkwood. Whoa, upended. Kirky went to the ground. And the umpire will ask for the football back. Time ticking away in the final quarter of the grand final. Williamstown hold this 5-point lead. Muir with a backhander. Tails sees the ball over the boundary line and out of bounds. Time is the Seagulls' best friend. but you do have a feeling legs are starting to tire. Can they hold on? You were lost out on that occasion to Gothard. Giacomo. Fletcher goes to ground. And umpire blows the whistle and says, let's call for a ball up as Lukey Summers hands the ball back to the umpire. Throws it up in the air. There's the punch forward. Hunter. Giles Hunter nearly had his head ripped off. Sammy Muir had it his back and couldn't control the football. Laying a tackle there, Tails, with Charles Hunter. And the umpire will ask for the football back. Throws it up in the air. Away we go again. Big Sam Muir punches it towards the boundary line. Lee Fletcher with Nathan Taylor. The ball is over and out. These sides have met twice this year. Williamstown won by 10 points, a close one in round 5. Parkdale thumped Williamstown not that long ago in round 10 by 58 points. Talk about a big turnaround for the Seagulls if they can pull this off. Now they go in the direction of Stephen McAnulty. Now on the left boot, it's floating. It's a point. It is a very handy point. 3-2-20 Williamstown. 2-2-14 Parkdale. So that means for Parkdale to win it, they need 2 kicks. A goal and a point at least. The goal? Oh, we go to extra time. 1 goal the difference in the grand final. Oh, he slipped over here. The kick coming back inboard. Oh, dropped. Main for Parkdale up the line. Good mark. Taken back there. There might be Bryso for Williamstown. They work wide. They were trying to find Jared Fenton, and it was knocked over the boundary line and out of bounds. Crowd really getting vocal here in this final quarter as the minutes tick away. They've been very loyal, the Williamstown supporter base, standing out here through all conditions at Casey Fields, including for the fact that they had to be here in Cranbourne East in the first place. Here's the kick up the line. They were trying to find McGregor to intercept. Charles Hunter goes to the hand pass, and the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. Clock keeps ticking here at Casey Fields. Minute to play, a minute or thereabouts. Williamstown not too far away from claiming the premiership if they can hold on here. Umpire blows the whistle. Says he'll ask for the football back. What a grand final this has been. Williamstown with 2 goals in this final term to turn a 6-point deficit into a 6-point lead. Umpire Paul's holding the football. Oh, what a decision. What a decision against Nathan Taylor. Minute to go now officially. As Lee Fletcher kicks it long. It bounces past several players. They overran the football. Hayes was there. Ball, they cry. They're all screaming ball. Umpire says ball up. Williamstown players are saying he dragged it in. Seconds ticking away in the grand final. Kirky's going to do the ruck work. Got shoved off of it. Play got upended. And seen over the boundary line was Fletcher. The crowd getting very vocal in this grand final. 3-2-20 Williamstown, 2-2-14 Parkdale. The crowd screaming at the top of their lungs. The ball goes up in the air again. Sammy Muir didn't jump for it, elected to stay down. Charles Hunter overran the pill. Hurry kick away by Bryso. Intercepted. Parkdale with an opportunity to try and tie it up. Main on the right boot. Going inside 50. Oh, Kirky. Kirky to the rescue. And it's over. It's over. Williamstown have won the 2019 Victorian Premier SuperRules Grand Final. They get around Kirky. Everyone wants a piece of Kirky. They are victorious 3-2-20 to 2-2-14. Scenes here at Casey Fields. The heroes today for Williamstown kicking goals. Waldron kicked there first. Lukey Summers tied things up. And then Charlie Hunter. What did I say about the long sleeves? Legend. Charles Hunter put them in front. And they have won by a goal. For Parkdale, their goals by Hayward and Hayes. This is a stuff of legend for the Williamstown Football Club. They'll be playing back this Tim Harris video again and again and again. And how about Kirky with that mark? He'll be signing autographs for years after that. Inspirationally led by Lukey Summers, their co-captain, along with Matthew Walsh. And led, of course, by the chief in Paul Arthur. Hugs all round. Everyone wants a hug with Heath Hunter. Matthew Walsh showing leadership, giving the handshakes all round. Paul de Bruin, good game. Waldo, advanced hair, yeah, mate. They're all excited. And they've got a very big couple of days coming up. They'll be presented with the Premiership Cup shortly. We'll have that on screen for you. Then the grand final celebrations coming up at the North Footscray Football Club. That joint will be rocking tonight. And if you reckon that's rocking, how about Mad Monday? That's going to happen at the Mona Castle Hotel. Jeez, some livers will be in question over the next few days, won't they? Williamstown, what a win in this 2019 Victorian Premier Super Rules Grand Final at Casey Fields. 3-2-20 to 2-2-14. It was horrendous conditions. Rain came down for 3 hours before the start of the game. It drizzled through the first quarter. That forward line to the right of camera looked very dodgy, but somehow they managed to grind it out. A goal down at three-quarter time, but they win by a goal. 3-2-20 to 2-2-14. I'm Peter Holden for Tim Harris Video. Thanks for your company. Congratulations, Seagulls.
You know what? You call them leaving, right? Yes! Go beauty! Racing at the ball too. Yeah. Yeah! Beauty! Tails. Tails. Buy them wallow, mate. Right.
Okay, thank you all. Okay, thanks very much. Look, if I could just have your attention for about 5 minutes, we can get through this, because I know you're all nice and cold. First up, to everybody that attended today, what a fantastic day. We know the weather was shit, but everything else from the day, for all these volunteers, all these wonderful people from Cranbourne that fed us and gave us drinks and everything. Let's put our hands together for a great effort. Thanks, Parrot and all the guys. Fantastic. There's a couple of other things before we get to these first presentations. And a couple of special awards to give. As I said, there's a lot of people who put a lot of work into this organisation. There's over 100 teams in it, and there's a lot of people who put lots in. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. Okay, it's my great honour to award life membership. We have a guy who's been on the board and associated with the organisation for over 20 years. He's been a board member for over 10 years. He's been our umpires director for 9 years. He's umpired over 10 grand finals. I'd love to award life membership to Alan Manning. Gotcha. Okay, I know we're cold. This is another gentleman who's been a board member for 4 years. He's a league delegate with his club for 9 years. He's club secretary for 9 years. He's attended 5 carnivals. He's been a league director for 4 years. He's our competition director currently. Life membership to Lionel Arnaby, Flea. Alright, sorry. Without these guys we don't have a game, so thank you very much to our umpires, Scotty Rearmouth. Ooh. Al Manning. Jason Newman, Taylor Manning, and Joshy Fauna. I'll try and keep it moving, I know you're cold. We started the over 55s competition this year. It was a fantastic success with 4 teams. What we did is we asked each club to give out an award for each team. We didn't have a best and fairest. We decided just to make a club award this time around, just so everybody could get one. And one of the guys from Williamstown got it. It's the Norm Yates. Somebody come up and get it for him. The leading goal kicker for the division from Parkdale, Lawrence Knott. Best and fairest for the competition from Williamstown, Nathan Taylor. He wants him to go. All right. Hang on. Okay. Best on ground award for the day, Nathan Taylor. We want you to walk down the stairs. Could I call on the Parkdale coach to come up and say a few words, please?
To the Willie boys, congrats. Hold it up, hold it up. Hold the mic up. I just said to our blokes, just what's it going to take, and I think your blokes just had a bit more composure on the day, and terrible conditions, but a great team effort, and you just stuck at it, and got the job done. Thoroughly deserved. Well done. Thanks, mate. To our blokes, a pretty good year, and we'll be back We'll be back again. See ya.
Thank you very much. Coach of Williamstown, please. That's his own players.
Just quickly to Parkdale. We've got a bit of a rivalry. They're always close, these games. It's a credit to both teams. We both go in and have a crack. What I love most is that we just have great respect for each other. Well done. You guys will be back, so will we. So we'll look forward to going head-to-head again with you. So, mate, I know disappointed someone's got to lose, but you've had a hell of a year, so well done. To our boys, I love you blokes. You make, the mateship is, we have great mateship. It's all in. It's just make my job a joy to do, and every one of you are coaches and every one of you are critics. So, mate, this is yours. Well done.
Thank you, Chief. It's the least I've ever heard him say.
Team manager.
Okay, team manager, please, for the Williamstown players.
Team manager.
Present the.
You've got the list.
Got the list?
You've got the list.
Well, you know, we'll. Oh, there, here's your board. And we'd like you to come up, boys. We just want one more little effort out of you to come up the stairs.
Number 26, Andrew Bryson. Number 27, Chris Caracellis. Number 36, Nathan Barnes. Cara. Number 29, Paul Dutchy de Bruin. Number 16, David Disco Clonan. Number 6, Andrew Leckis. Number 11, the Doctor, Doc Neeson. Number 23, Andrew Waldo Walden. Number 2, Buff McNulty. Number 15, Shane Chewy Machuca. Number 1, Jared Fenton. Number 7, the greatest boxer the world's ever seen, Adam Fenton. Number 8, D. Mac McGregor. Number 17, Charlie Hunter. Number 32, the big man, the president, Sammy Muir. Number 25, second best on ground, Lukey Summers. Number 21, my absolute hero, Glenn Kirkwood. Number 5, Nathan Taylor, Dustin Martin. Number 18, Archie Grogan. Number 10, Frosty. Number 22, Heath Hunter. Number 6, Blake Toomey. Number 30, Baldy, got the ball. And lastly, our captain, number 34, Walsey. And also, if you can hobble up the stairs, number 9, Ashley Flavel.
Well, there's a few more that the club will do when you go home. All right. All right, come on, up you come. The coach, Paul Treemarter.
Ray Pally. And the man with the spirit fingers, Guru. And my right hand man, Ronnie Barnes.
Okay, thanks guys. Look, to everybody, one last thing. Everybody's cold and wet. Safe trip home, everybody. Again, thanks for everybody for attending. It's our great pleasure to present the cup to Williamstown for the Premier Supers.
It's a start for Charlie. Start of the big league. That's it. I know.
Him and Bryso. And Bertie. And
He's got the beers cheeks in. Is there any beers cheeks? Any done?
Haven't got any money. Hey,
Thank you, sir.
fucking beer in there.
Nah.
Hang on, mate. I've got to take the top off. Take that, squeeze the top. Twist it. You had a drink? Cheers, mate.
How many, Luke? 7? 8? 8. Wherever you go, mate.
You taping or fitting? Oh, it's taping. Oh, fuck, sorry. You beauty!
Put a shirt on, Fuck him. Cheats! Players 19, 20 and 21 for Parkdale, the umpires. Tastes better than ever.
Probably the best invention ever.
Great way to finish. Great way to finish.
Whoever invented that. 20.
On your boys. Great win, Willie. Sammy, up you go, champ.
Thank you.